Welcome back. Today we're going to be learning another card trick. It's a really great card trick for walk around. It does involve a little bit of setup or preparation, so it's not an impromptu trick the way I'm showing you. I will show you later on in the video a couple of ways you can do it where it would be impromptu, and you can kind of do it with anyone's deck if you borrow a deck or wherever you happen to be at the time. But the version that I'm fully teaching is a version where you'll need a little bit of setup because it requires a duplicate card. It's called Card to Box, and there's a lot of variations out there. This I would say is a beginner level trick, so we'll have a look at it and then we'll look at the explanation and some variations. I have a matchbox here. I'm just going to set it down right there for the time being, and I'm going to have you select a card. So if you just say stop whenever you like, and they'll say stop right there, that will be your card. I'm going to lose it inside the deck, no breaks held or anything like that. We can even take this matchbox as our magic wand and give it a tap on the deck, and then inside we should find one card, the selected card here, 4 of clubs. So to set this trick up, it's fairly simple setup, and there's a couple different variations that I'll go through with you in case you don't have a matchbox or the supplies that I'm using here. So first, you need 2 of the same cards, and I'll actually show you a way that you don't need to use 2 of the cards, and you can just use the first part of the trick as a standalone effect. But for the version of the trick we're doing here, you need 2 cards that are the same. One of those cards you're going to fold up into quarters like so, and you're going to stick it inside your matchbox and put it on the table or in your pocket and get ready to do your trick. The second part is your second card goes on the bottom of the deck. Once that's done, you're ready to start the trick. So you have your card, your duplicate card folded and inside your matchbox, and it's just sitting on the table. You have your force card on the bottom of the deck. And you're going to go into what we call the Hindu force. So you're going to pinch with your middle and thumb, middle finger and thumb on the back of the deck, okay, pretty tightly. And then your other hand, your left hand, is going to come up underneath the deck with its middle finger and thumb as well. And you're just going to peel off small portions of the deck from the top. Okay, your right hand's going to do nothing but hold the deck steady. And you're just going to come back and forth and drop, okay, peeling off small portions of the deck. Practice that, get really good at that. Once you have that motion and that feeling down where you can peel off small portions of the deck with your other hand without moving your right, you can add a little bit of movement into the other hand. So you have movement from both sides. It's a bit more convincing, and it's just a rocking. There's nothing too fancy going on with it, but it makes the illusion more convincing that there are cards coming from the bottom of the deck or the top, all over the place. Because what's really happening is once they say stop, you're going to show them the bottom of the deck, okay? So the force card that's on the bottom is always going to be, no matter where they say stop, that's going to be the card that they see, okay? You can go all the way to the bottom if they don't say stop, because it's always going to be the bottom of the deck, okay? So that's the force we use. From there, we'll say that they said stop somewhere here with a bit more cards remaining. You just drop that card, that pack on top of the deck, put that on the table. You can spread it, you can put it in your pocket, you can get rid of it because there is a duplicate in there. So if they want to look through the deck for whatever reason, their card will still be there. However, you can now pick up your matchbox and use it as a magic wand, or snap your fingers, or say that you placed a prediction inside here before we started. Open it up. You can have them take it out. You can dump it into their hand. It's a cool image for you if you do. And then have them open it up, or you open it up and say your selected card, the 4 of clubs. So that's the trick. That's how that all works. So say you don't have a matchbox. We'll go through the variations where you don't have a box first, and I'll show you one other way you can do this without having a duplicate card as well. So if you don't have a box, really stick the card in anything. Some other ways you can do this is set it underneath a glass, okay, so they can see the card the whole time, so they've selected it, and you can have them select the card, like so, lose it in the deck, and then go, well, it's strange that, you even saw that card, because underneath here has been a card that's been there the whole time. You can even do it as though they've selected this is your favorite card and it's a spare, but a good way to do that, just have the card underneath the glass. It's visually interesting as well. If you don't have a glass, which you probably have a glass, you can use the card box. So you can just have your duplicate left inside the box. You don't even have to have it folded up. You can just have it, in the box like that. And when you take out the rest of the deck, just hold that card back and close the box back up, and then have the card returned to the box. You can also put it inside a wallet. This is my wallet. It's empty now. I have nowhere to go. COVID. I'm isolated. So it can return to the box. It can return to underneath a book. There's so many different methods you can use. It can go to your pocket. Find anything. Stick it inside anything that you have, lying around. So that's a couple of variations on other containers that you can use. If you don't have a duplicate card, you can take a piece of paper before the trick starts. So you can pick up a notebook or a sticky pad or something like that, and just pretend to write down a prediction. So you write down 4 clubs. You can draw it. So you can draw it like that. Just have it inside the book. Mark it with the pencil. Just put the book down. Then again, just go back into the same effect, have them select a card. My prediction would have been wrong. Select your prediction, and then show them inside the book that you knew that's the card they'd select. So there's a couple different ways you can do it if you don't have a duplicate card or a matchbox. Here's a bit more of an advanced move. So you have your card on the bottom. You do the force, like so. Put that back, hold a break, okay? And then control that card to the bottom of the deck using your double undercut that we learned in the flip-flop card trick, okay? Once here, do the same thing and shuffle that card to the top of the deck, okay? So now you're in the position where their force is on the top. And as you're squaring it up, if you push over that top card, so their force card, over onto your fingertips, you don't have to go that far, and act as though you're squaring up the deck. So the action that you'd really be doing would be just this, to square everything up. But what you're really doing is squaring up, pushing that card off that top card, and then using your pinky to push on the corner of that card, and you see how it just pops up. Okay, so you square up, push that card off with your pinky, and it's going to pop right up into my palm. Can you see that? How it pops right up into my palm. So push with your pinky, square up the deck, and now you have this card palmed off, okay? So you're in a position where holding the deck, it doesn't look terribly natural, but quick enough that when you palm it off, you can now reach into your pocket and ditch that card, bring out a magic wand or something like that. And now you can give the deck to them because their force card will be gone. They can search through the deck if they want. So that's the trick. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked the variations. If you practice it, film yourself doing it for a friend of yours or a family member or someone who's in the house at this point, as we're still isolating and trying to social distance. If you like these tutorials that I've been putting out, don't forget to join us in the live lessons on Facebook and Instagram. Those happen on Tuesdays and Fridays. And if you like the channel, check out the rest of the tutorials, and don't forget to like and subscribe to YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That really helps me out and shows me that you want this content to keep coming. So hope to see you next time.